Iligan City, and where I grew up in Dumaguete City. I met also Brother Tad and Sister Ellen, who were leaders in Batangas, and Ding and Merlin from Quezon City. And it really just feels right at home. And of course, your leader, Brother Tony Ventura, was in the same university. He was ahead of me, but I look older, I think.
The secret is technology.
Yeah.
We have technology.
Okay. I also just want to, it looks like the youth are leaving, but thanks for coming, and the kids are here. It is home, and CFC is home. CFC is family. And, it's one of those blessings, or rather, JC in the worship, led us earlier in worship. Thank the Lord about many blessings, and this is a blessing that I really thank the Lord. Wherever we go, whenever we meet with brothers and sisters, it feels right at home, and we feel family. And which is why I am also maybe a bit, not just a bit, I'm sad about some of the things that are going on in our community, in our family, but hopeful that things will sort themselves out by the grace of God. I would start by just assuring everyone that we in the International Council has not veered away and will not veer away from the mission and vision of CFC. Sometimes you hear these things mentioned, and it is sad on my part, because we have never done anything that I would believe merit that label that we are veering away from our mission and vision of Couples for Christ. As Brother Tony said, I've been in community, my family and I have been in community for the past 21 years, and 12 of those years where I was privileged and continue to be there to serve in the International Council. My whole family is, we grew up in CFC. My wife, Baby Lou, and I are both from the same province in Dumaguete City. And as soon as we finished our CLP in 1986, one of our prayers was really to bring also CFC to our home province, to invite our former classmates, former friends, and teachers, relatives. And the Lord blessed us with that prayer, because in 1989 we were able to start the Christian Life program in Negros Oriental, in Dumaguete City. And our two children, we have two daughters. They're grown-ups now. Their names are Vida and Rita. But they started out with Youth for Christ and grew up in the YFC program, moved on to Singles for Christ. And one of them, our younger daughter Rita, just transitioned into Couples for Christ last August 19th. She married another leader of Singles for Christ. And so CFC is really family, and we grew up here, and we look forward to really being here until the Lord calls us. Which is why I will never veer away from the mission and vision of CFC, and the rest of the International Council shares that kind of commitment. Also, we have come out with we have articulated a 7-point direction for CFC, for the entire community globally, for the next 2 years. Our term as council ends on June 30, 2009. So we hope to do in the next 2 years, actually less now, it's a year and 10 months, to pursue many of the things that we have always pursued in the past, but giving focus on a few key areas. And let me mention this to you today. First is, we would like to, we always hear this term, this phrase, go back to basics. Because that is important for us to move forward. And by going to basics, we mean a few things, such as, one, when I know that you go through these two from time to time. We really are in prayer and reflection, and when we really absorb and think and reflect on the mission and vision that the Lord has given to us, it's really awesome, it's really overwhelming. If you take it to heart, the vision of to be families in the Holy Spirit, renewing the face of the earth. Now, if you really see and feel and understand and internalize what that means, it is awesome to renew the face of the earth. And our vision, our mission of bringing glad tidings to the poor everywhere is such. Who are we? Who are we that we have been given by the Lord the privilege to participate in this work? It's not only us, of course, but we in particular have been given so much opportunity to do this. And what started out in 1981 as just 16 couples in Metro Manila has grown to be depending on what the latest numbers are, maybe around 1 million members in 160 countries. Some of those countries mature, some of those countries really very new. But, many years ago that would have been not unthinkable how we are able to do this. And the reality is that we did not do this, we were merely instruments of the Lord in helping bring this about. And over in our motherland, for most of us, the Filipinos, we have grown to be a force, which is really, of course, for good. And we are following the track. And that's why, because of our public image, CFC and Gawad Kalinga, we are also good copy for our media. So things that happen gets printed in the broadsheets, in the newspapers, and also on television. But the thing is, we have been placed by the Lord in such a position to effect change, whether it's to change one person, to change a community, and to change for the good wherever we are. And you here in North Carolina are also placed in that kind of situation. So when we look at these things, when we look at what the Lord can do what the Lord plans to do, where we are given the privilege to participate in, it is really awesome. It is really overwhelming. And just think